huge thank you to Valorant Photography Gloves for sponsoring this video.
Well, good morning and welcome back to Scotland. I am so excited this morning. Autumn is now in full swing, and as we're in the middle of the Fire Photography Challenge, the autumn colours, of course, can depict the same colour as fire. So I'm heading out this morning to try and get creative and see what images I can come up with to relate to this challenge and just enjoy autumn. The most beautiful time of the year for photography. The colours are incredible. And as I say, I'm so excited. Oh my gosh, let's go and see what I can capture this morning. I've just fallen so deeply in love with this tree here. Now the colours are not at their optimum around it, and of course the weather conditions right now are not their optimum either, but this is so beautiful. I love this tree. I love how it looks, how it stands out, how its branches is, and how it's surrounded by the colour. And one thing I love to do when I'm walking around looking for photographs is just to go to what I'm drawn to. And I am very much drawn to this tree here, and it is beautiful. And as I said in a recent video, rather than longing for the things that we don't have, like the optimum light and the optimum orangeness of the leaves here, this is what I do have today. And I may not be able to come back and photograph this again this season. I've put a polarising filter on my camera, and I've put the white balance on to cloudy to try and bring out the oranges within the scene. So we'll see how it turns out. I'm just trying to look at what I'm being intuitively drawn to. And this tree, wow. It is so beautiful. Now this is not a photograph that I would normally choose to shoot with, you know, the artificial man-made fence here. But I was just framing up to film a video of me walking down here, and I noticed that the frame that this is creating, with this as a leading line, this coming in and framing the image, the way that this tree roots come up here, beautiful leading line, beautiful frame, looking out over this lovely vast expanse here with the beautiful 3 trees there. It includes so many compositional elements that we speak about, and I hope you can hear me right now because there's a really big rapid down there, so it's quite noisy here. But this, like I say, is an image I wouldn't normally take, but I love it. And by using the polarising filter, I've been able to bring out the colours, get rid of some of that glare that's being created by the wet leaves, and it looks beautiful. It's nice to shoot something a little bit different from time to time. Now just to interrupt today's video to let you know about today's sponsor, which is Valorant Photography Gloves. Now I get asked a lot to do sponsored videos, and I turn down 99% of the opportunities that I get. But I couldn't turn down Valorant because I genuinely have been looking at their products for the last few years. I've got very bad circulation in my hands, and when I'm out at this time of year into the winter doing photography, I can often end up in excruciating pain. And if you've watched my channel for long enough now, you'll see that I've had some pretty questionable glove choices over the last few years. So when Valorant reached out to me, I couldn't say no. These gloves are going to be a godsend this winter. I've been using them for the last 2 weeks to get to grips with how they are, and I've been really impressed by them because you can use them throughout your whole photographic experience. All you've got to do is flip out your finger and flip out your thumb, and you can use all your dials on your camera without getting the rest of your hand cold. They make gloves for mild winter conditions all the way up to Arctic winter conditions. I have the Mark Holf Pro V3 and the women's Nordic gloves, which are the 2 gloves that they make in my personal hand size, and I've been really impressed by them. So if you've got bad circulation like I do, or you're just looking for some gloves that you can use when you're out with your camera this winter, I'd highly recommend Valorant. And all you've got to do is head over to the website photographygloves.com and use the code KIMGRANT for free shipping. something? I came here this morning with the intention of finding some really fiery orange trees and trying to do some ICM to create that fire sort of theme. But as I'm walking around this woodland, I'm literally just framing up shots to capture videos of me walking around. And I'm finding photographic opportunities everywhere. There's so many beautiful paths through this woodland, you know, natural paths with the tree stumps that are lined with some of the fallen leaves. And like I said, the polarizer's really bringing out the colour. And I'm just loving it. I'm loving focusing on these beautiful trees, really incorporating their lovely lines and textures. I'm finding these leading lines through the woodland that have been created by the paths, and I'm just loving photographing it. And I speak about this a lot, about how I don't really plan my shoots. I come to a location with a kind of idea of what I want to shoot, but I very rarely actually shoot that thing. I often end up getting drawn into other things, and I kind of just go where I feel like going, and then I enjoy it so much more because I'm like, wow, I'm finding these opportunities and I'm just feeling drawn to them and I'm enjoying it. And that's kind of like my philosophical, I guess, photography way of doing things. And we're all different, which is beautiful. But this is how I'm seeing the world today, just framing video shots, ending up with photographic opportunities and just capturing them. And I'm enjoying it. And that's the main thing. And that's what I would like to share with you, really. It's being open to different things and just enjoying the process. And I've just taken this shot here, which I'll share with you now. So I started out this morning coming out with the intention of photographing some lovely ICM shots of the beautiful autumn colours. And I've ended up photographing images completely different to that. Just general scenes within the woodland and trying to incorporate the little pockets of autumn colours that we currently have. And you know, the results of what I came out are completely different to what I'd intended to do. But I find that so beautiful, so wondrous, so lovely. Because I fully enjoyed this morning, I fully embraced it, I fully just reacted to what I've seen and photographed what I felt drawn to photograph and enjoyed every single moment of it. And I think this is a gift that I would like to share with you all. You know, next time you're out with your camera, just embrace whatever you find and photograph what you're drawn to. You know, if you're going to a specific location with a specific image in mind, of course, try and capture that, but then just go off and see what are you naturally drawn to. Because that's one of the beauties of nature, I think, is you never know what you're going to encounter when you're out in nature. And often the beauty you see is just mesmerising. And when you can tune in to every aspect of nature, enjoy everything down to a single leaf or two that are just lying on the ground, to the beautiful shapes in the trees and the bark, to the sounds. Right now I'm by this beautiful bubbling burn here, which featured in one of my recent videos where I was photographing reflections, and watching the water, watching how it changes with every little current that comes down, with every leaf that floats down. When you start noticing every little element of nature, the photographic opportunities just expand, and you can then just go out and just react to whatever happens. You know, and that's what I've done today, and I've fully enjoyed it. And before I leave this beautiful location, I'm going to try and take some nice reflection shots here of the little bits of autumn colours that we have reflecting on this beautiful burn. And then when I compare them to the images that I took last time, we'll see the difference of the seasons, which is a lovely thing to capture. You know, I very much admire and love photographers who go back to the same spot in each season, like a lone tree in a field, and they capture it in the beautiful summer sun, they capture it in its optimum autumn colours, they capture it surrounded by snow in the winter, and then as the buds of life are re-springing in the spring. And I kind of feel like doing that almost with this sort of location here, and really incorporating the seasons into the lovely reflections. that's where I'll end this video. And with that thought for you all, just head out and embrace it and photograph what you are drawn to photograph and enjoy every moment of it. It's the beauty of photography is that connection, especially if you love nature or anything actually, it's that connection to your subject matter. And when you fully embody your subject matter and fully tune into it, the experience is so, so rewarding. So rewarding. Oh, it's just beautiful. What a great morning it's been. Get out and embrace nature. You will not regret it. As always, I want to say a huge thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you all again next time.
If you enjoyed this video, why not check out this one here, where I photograph a woodland burnt down by a forest fire.